relax, be cool. Cause if you don't, you'll act like a fool, so be cool.
Hey everybody, welcome to Get Busy Watching. I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. No real intro for this one. I'm a casual fan of Natalie Morales, whom I know from the ill-fated TV show, Trophy Wife, and the much more, fondly remembered Santa Clarita Diet. She's one of those actresses that you know has talent, but the biz just hasn't given her the right platform to really shine. And also there's the living legends of Ed Harris and Morgan Freeman. Never hurts to have them in a project. Didn't really go in with any expectations, though I don't really buy the two leads as veterans of the armed forces, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep an open mind either way. All I'm expecting is just a heartfelt time. That's really all I want. Did I get it? This is my honest opinion of My Dead Friend Zoe. Based on true events, Army veteran Merritt, played by Shaniqua Martin Green, is suffering from PTSD over the death of her fellow Army vet and friend, Zoe, played by Natalie Morales, whom Merritt still sees as an apparition. Merritt gets a call from her mother that her ailing grandfather Dale, played by Ed Harris, also an Army vet, has early stages of Alzheimer's and can no longer safely live on his own. She is tasked with getting him to a retirement home, which she knows he won't willingly do, all amidst trying to come to terms with her own grief.
Woe is me. Ouchie, my feelings. Let's get out of here. Be quiet.
Merritt.
Damn. This was powerful, dude. Yeah, bring a box of tissues because I didn't walk out of the theater, I surfed out on a wave of my own damn tears. If I thought Unbreakable Boy was gonna be the tearjerker film of the year, oh.
You are not prepared.
I feel I have to give a slight disclaimer here, more for contextual purposes. This is not a one-to-one true story. There is no Merritt or Zoe in real life. The movie is more of an autobiography of writer-director Kyle Hausmann-Stokes, who served 5 years in Iraq as a paratrooper and a convoy commander. This is his story, but took his own liberties by making the main characters female, and maybe inserting some extra drama with a grandfather that may or may not exist. I'm sure I've said this somewhere on my channel before, but I'm generally very wary of movies that are based on true events, as it's not always easy to figure out where truth ends and fabrication begins. When there's little to no truth in the story, then I think the movie is a load of crap and I don't take it seriously. Bohemian Rhapsody and Respect come to mind as the more recent-ish offenders. But in this case, the focused characters are a conduit for the real-life individuals. It's their story, they can do whatever they want with it. Under that lens, I have no issues with the creative liberties. Just wanted to throw that out there as a personal belief in regards to biopics. As for the movie itself, it's wonderful. One of my bigger concerns was whether or not the two leads, Martin Green and Morales, would have the chops to pull this off. I'm not all that familiar with Martin Green, and Morales has seemingly aimed for a career in being a funny woman, and neither look like they've served in the military. But as it turns out, nope, they both do a stellar job. Merritt clearly wants to get better mentally, but is struggling to speak in group therapy and why she's there in the first place. She certainly tries to romanticize her relationship with her grandfather, who was her inspiration to enlist. But as the story progresses, we see that they have a very complex relationship. There's obviously love there, but not the best conveyed. There's mutual respect, but always something that wedges between the two. Martin Green drives the story forward effortlessly, and I hope this gets her roles just as good as this in the future, instead of the drivel that was Star Trek Discovery. And so I hear. I saw like 2 or 3 episodes of it before losing interest. But the scene stealer for me is Morales. I legit didn't know she had it in her, but she is a damned revelation to me. On the surface, she doesn't seem to churn out a performance outside of her wheelhouse. She's a goofball, snarky and sarcastic, and she's a blast at what she was doing. But before I knew it, it dawned on me the subtle tragedy of what certain scenes were really trying to convey. After I had my fun trying to interpret where Merritt was Merritt and where Zoe was Merritt, like when Zoe opens a cabinet and sees a milk carton in it, that was actually Merritt finding it. And as the story progresses, I realized just how toxic and mean-spirited she actually is. And the way all of this gets tied off in the third act, my eyes could have watered a rainforest. Oh, and seriously, props to the director. I know it's your directorial debut, but I need you to understand something. I really appreciate what you did with that. You don't hold the audience's hand to make that perfectly clear. You leave it to the imagination. Even seasoned directors don't do that. Feel proud of yourself of what you've created here, dude. I have only 3 real gripes with the movie. Starting small, the romance between Merritt and Alex, played by Utkarsh Ambudkar, is fairly pointless. To be fair, Ambudkar is very charming and the scenes that he shares with Martin Green are fun. But if you were to take this subplot out, I don't think you'd miss a whole lot. One would think the dissociative moments that Merritt struggles with would be enough conflict, and the hope of a more peaceful future of not being self-tortured by her dead best friend would be enough of a hopeful resolution to all of this. Just a thought. Going slightly bigger, though not by a lot, the opening scene in group therapy was a little confusing. You have a dude sharing why he's there, but then Zoe gets up and goes into a rant about how lame all this is. I know, I acknowledge that sometimes Zoe is really Merritt. So I get it, in theory, that was supposed to be Merritt going off on a tantrum. However, it's the reaction to that rant that feels off from everyone around her. Because once Zoe finishes her rant, Merritt shushes her. That's what everyone seems to react to. Are you confused? So was I. Which is strange because the dude that was sharing was acknowledging Zoe, not Merritt. So if the rant was real, then why didn't everyone react accordingly? One would think you would be telling the girl to shush and sit down and calm down. But hey, small little hiccup of a scene and it's way too early in the movie to be fussing. However, this is my biggest complaint. I have a bone to pick with Merritt's mom. This woman is so infuriating. I'm guessing she knows that Merritt is going through some shit. She has to. A mother always knows, right? So why does she enlist her daughter to go take care of her ailing grandfather? Why not do it herself? Why send the mentally unfit Star Trek captain to take care of the mentally unfit General Hummel? She puts so much pressure on her own kid, and even once she fully enters the picture, she doesn't at all comfort her daughter for what she was trying to do. As if the mother put in any real effort. Point is, I really didn't like her and her condescending personality. So, Hausmann-Stokes, Kyle, did I just insult your mom? Damn it, Kyle! Sorry, I had to. Come on, man. Your name is Kyle. You cannot have the name Kyle without being subjected to that, okay? Okay, as someone whose name is Daniel, I've got 2 pop culture memes stapled to that name. Shut up! I'm not hearing them. Where was I going with all of this? Yeah. Kyle! Your movie's fucking great, dude. Ladies, you're both fucking awesome. But as for you, I'm pointing at the audience now. Ladies, you're both fucking awesome. But as for you, pointing at the audience now, you won't be awesome until you see this fucking movie in theaters. So it's sad. Who cares? It's good. It's really friggin' good. Please go out and support this movie. My honest rating for My Dead Friend Zoe, a strong 4 out of 5.
Burl. Damn, what a name.
Don't say that.
What? I can joke about the dead. These are my people.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Hit that like or dislike button. All engagement is welcomed. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. And as always, have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there, and hope to see you soon.
Eat or drink, or just remember that it's later than you think. So be cool, just relax. So be cool, face facts.